All right, Ibrahim, thanks for talking to us. So we're gonna go through just a couple songs from your life that have really meant something to you and stick with you to today. So, if I was to ask you about a song from, say, your early childhood that meant something to you, what would that be?
Alright.
What's it called?
This is called Tamataras and Nana Duragano.
Cool. So what does this song mean to you? What does it make you think of?
Yeah, this actually is explain you and teach you the young people and saying you have to go to school because the education is the most important thing in our life, and you shouldn't leave the school and you have to get education, and you have to be what you like to be. So if you're thinking to be in the future like a doctor or like engineer, then you shouldn't leave your school. You have to focus on it and you have to try what you like to be. Yeah.
That's real cool.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, that's why I like to listen to that music, and I used to listen it always when I was young. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as you start to get maybe a little bit older, what's another song that really spoke to you?
Another song is here. This one is Nana Duragano.
So can you explain to us a little bit about what this song is about and what it means to you?
This song is actually about love. He used to love someone, and then their parents they reject him. So they said him, "No, you can't get married this girl," and he becomes very sad. And then he decided to make a song about his love and about that girl. So he made a song, and then he was describing about the girl, and that girl, she was so beautiful and she was lovely, so I shouldn't leave her. And then the parent decide to first, and at the same time the girl, she loved this boy, and the parents they reject also, and then the girl decided to go with this guy, and then he decided to take the girl from that town to another town. So yeah, all this song, yeah, about love, yeah.
This is your dream, Ibrahim?
No,
Find a girl.
it's not. No, it's
Move to
not. It's
another
not.
village.
It's not my dream. But when you're thinking, it makes sense because they love each other, yeah? And then they decide to get married, and you have to leave them. So yeah, you can't. You can't separate them. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense. All right. Keeping it moving. What is another song that speaks to you?
Another song is here. This called is Tambula Maror in Dago. Yeah. Yeah, so actually this song is saying because our tribe is there, is there in Sudan, and some people they don't know is where is our tribe is actually to represent, and then he's describing to our tribe, and he's saying there is some living in like North Sudan, and East Sudan, and West Sudan. Yeah, he's describing actually the region where the Tam tribe they're living there. Yeah.
How old were you when you listened to this song?
When I listened to the song about like 8 years.
8 years old.
Yeah.
Oh.
8 or 9. Yeah, I used to listen because we used to have radio, and then you have to turn on the radio and you have to listen to that song. Yeah. Yeah.
That's what was playing.
Yeah.
That's cool. So it's about sort of ethnic and tribal identity.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So do you also have other people from your tribe you listen to the song together?
Yeah, exactly. Many people there are. Some people living, living in Sudan, and some people living in Chad, and some people also living in Libya, and so many different countries.
All your village.
All
Yeah.
the tribe.
Yeah. All your tribe.
Yeah. Also in our village there is a different tribes, but also they used to listen that music, but they don't know what he's saying, but just they're enjoying listening. Yeah. Yeah.
That's real cool. Okay. Talk us through another one.
Another one. This one is called Nana Duragano. this one is quite actually is cool because also talking about the weddings and talking about the traditional in our tribe. So there is a different type of traditional in our wedding. So if you need to get married a girl, you have to go to the town and then ask their parents, and then you said them, I need to get married to your daughter, and then they're gonna say to you, okay, then you have to bring your parents, and then you have to bring your parents, your uncle, and your cousins. And then when you go to town, before you go to town, you have to buy, it's like a goat or cow, and then also you have to buy, it's like a lot of food and sweets and stuff like that. Then they're gonna welcome you. So they're gonna say, okay, we are welcoming you. So you have to sit there, and then they're gonna chat with you, and they're gonna look at your background, and if you are not from our tribe, and then they're gonna ask you, so we're gonna give you our daughter. So if you're gonna be a nice person, then we're gonna give you our daughter. If you are not nice person, we want to give you our daughter, because some people they're doing is like triumphing, so they don't need to give their daughter to someone is like bad person. So they need to make sure and you are good or bad, and then they're gonna make like a dinner, and they're gonna bring drinks, and they're gonna make it like a big party, and you're gonna celebrate. There's like 6 hours, and then you have to go back to your town, and then another day. We call this alagid, and then you have to buy for your wife, because the girl is becomes your wife now, so you have to buy for her clothes, and you have to take the girl to the shopping place, and the girl is gonna decide to you. The girl is she's gonna say to you, I need this thing, and I need this thing, I need this thing. You have to buy all the things the girl she needed.
I bet she loves that.
Yeah, then you have to go back, so they're gonna look their stuffs you bought. Then they're gonna decide is yes, the girl is your woman now.
Okay.
Yeah.
How old is each person normally?
Oh, in my tribe, if you are 17, you're gonna get married.
Really?
Yeah.
The man and the woman?
Yeah.
17 years old?
Yeah.
Wow.
17, you will get married. Yeah.
So the song was sort of just describing the process? Or?
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool.
And here, some people have girlfriends, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Girlfriends and boyfriends.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
In my tribe now,
Mm-hmm.
no girlfriends, no boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
If you like a girl, you have to get married. Just go straight ahead, and then you have to ask them, yeah.
Alright. We're at the final song. So
It's the final songs here. It's actually like 5 years ago. Yeah, he's actually saying because we have war in Sudan, and that war is started between the tribes. So every tribe is saying this land is related to me, and we are the origin of this land, and you are foreign. So they started fighting each other. Everyone is came from different place, and they support their own tribe. And he's saying, no, that it's not good. It's not gonna be nice. So we are all human. So we have to be in a peace, and we don't need war anymore. So, and he's inviting the tribes. So every tribe is gonna be in one hand, and we're gonna build our country. And also we have to support like our young generation to build our country. Yeah, so he's talking about like that. Yeah. Yeah.
That's brilliant, man. No,
Okay.
thanks so much for your time
No worry, man.
and for talking us through those songs. Those are very powerful songs, all of them.
Thank you. Thanks.
Boom.